Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah. All right, vocals.
I got skip.
All right. So I got Jessica playing Truth or Dare with us this time. Truth or Dare. Truth or Dare. Right? So I'm going to ask her a series of questions. And if she doesn't want to answer them truthfully, then she has to go with a dare. And I got some cool dares in store. So let's get started.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever walked in on your parents having sex?
No.
Have you ever heard them banging before?
No. I think that only happens in movies.
Have your parents ever walked in on you having sex?
I am not that.
Masturbating?
I was never that reckless in my parents' home, so no.
Okay. Do you have any weird talent?
I do. I have one. So it's like the invisible string. Okay.
The invisible string. It's her tongue looks like she's pulling a string through it. That's for the people who's like listening and not watching the video.
Oh. They're like, no, what?
Why is she describing this to us while we're looking at it? That's so weird. Like we can't see or something. No, it's for the podcast people, the true podcasters who are just listening. What is your most embarrassing guilty pleasure?
Ooh. Most embarrassing guilty pleasure? Trash romantic movies. But like the ones that are like, the B level and sometimes C level.
I'm such a sucker for you. I don't know, most of those words are okay. Are you a member of the Mile High Club?
No.
Do you want to be a member of the Mile High Club?
Yes.
Ooh.
But I'm afraid because, certain things you do, you don't want to become a federal offense.
Do you think about someone else when having sex?
Ooh. Well, I don't think so, but I'll just take dare just in case.
Dare. I dare you to reveal one of your ex's name.
I please.
She did not want to share in one of our videos any person that she has been with. That is a dare. You didn't answer the question. You have to do the dare. Oh, you need to answer the question.
What was the question again?
The question is, do you think of someone else when having sex?
One ex's name.
Okay.
We'll go with Brent.
Brent? Oh, we know what Brent looks like.
And that's exactly why I don't say my ex's name.
No, not like that. Not like in a bad way. But I just imagine Brent in like a polo and khakis. And
oh my God, complete opposite.
And that's what I imagine a Brent. No? Ooh, okay. Not a polo and khakis guy. What is the biggest age difference between you and someone you hooked up with?
7 years?
Oh, that's not that big.
It's not that bad.
No, not at all.
What's yours if that's not that bad?
22 years difference?
Years difference?
Yes. And Mom, if you're hearing this or seeing this, she's probably putting the pieces together of the one guy I told her. I was like, you don't want me to tell you his age because you are gonna be
How old were
mad.
you?
I mean, I was a grown woman, though. I was like,
Could you vote?
yes, yes,
Could you smoke?
yes, yes,
Could you rent a car?
yes. I was a grown woman. So like he was older. Like he was just
He was in his 50s.
he was 48. No. Yeah. Yeah, like 48, 49. Yeah, he was about to be in his 50. Mm-hmm.
Can I ask a question about that? I know it's not part of the game, so you can also say no.
Mm-hmm.
Preference.
Mm-hmm.
You prefer older now based on him, or do you prefer younger based on him, or did he not affect that at all?
He did not affect that at all. I've always been all over the place with who I am attracted to. So I never really go young. But
Have you ever dated a guy younger than you?
I've never dated, but I have been hit on, and I've had like talked to you in that flirty stage where you message back and forth and you see if maybe you could potentially date each other.
Yeah.
I've been in that phase with a guy who's younger than me, but I've never dated. We've never officially like became something. What about you?
I have dated younger. Honestly, after dating the person that was, because 7 years really shouldn't make that much of a difference. But the thing is that at the time I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
And that 7 years, it was interesting because it made a big difference just because of how old I was.
Yeah. I like an older guy. I mean, as you probably know by now, because if you checked out any of the videos or anything like that, I like an older guy.
Mm-hmm.
And saying that, I feel like, because then my question would be to you: do you prefer older, younger, or your age, or like somewhere close to your age? Because I've had pretty much a range of all, and I have to say, like the older ones, even though you can find some nutty, immature, still trying to find their way guys that's like older than you. So don't believe the hype when they say like get you an older man and he'll have his grown man thing going on and he'll be able to like do big, like that's not true. Like just because sometimes the guy's older doesn't mean that they are mentally ready for a relationship, financially ready for a relationship. Just like it doesn't mean that they have all of it together.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that I think that at the time, because even though it's just 7 years, I was 24 at the time, and those 7 years just made a big difference because he wasn't. Because I think that you can be, especially in LA, young 30.
Yeah.
Where you're young, you're spry, you've got like tons of energy, like your whole life is still developing, and then you can also be an old 30. Where you're just like, I'm looking at 401ks and a wife and a house.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the type of 30 he was, where it like he was very much a homebody, and he was very like, I'm looking for my wife next. And he was just so much more mature than me in that way, that when it came to me, I was sitting there like, I'm turning 24 next week. I mean, I'm not
ready for that.
Trying to think about being a wife or potentially being a mother.
You just didn't meet the right one, because I would have been all forward at 24.
And see, I really wasn't.
I was ready. Yes, I do.
So, yeah, I do agree, but it's just, and I think that for me, that was kind of the thing that made me go, I think I'm going to date probably a bit closer to my age, or even a touch younger. But it was just because my experience dating, what felt to me like much older at the time. But now, but it's also interesting because I feel like once you get to your 30s, 7 years isn't older anymore.
Yeah,
It's so interesting. But when you're in your 20s, it is a big deal. But I feel like that one isolated experience made me go like, oh, maybe I'm not ready to date way older than me, because I'm not going to give you way older than me stuff.
I think I attract a lot of the guys who, even though they're older, they have a very young spirit about them. Like I haven't been with a guy, even though it's 22 years difference with me and the other guy, he still had a very and he was very much on his grown and sexy. And I'm sure if he sees this video, he's gonna be like, she's talking about me. Because he was like one of a kind, grown and sexy. He was a guy who had all his stuff together. Mm-hmm. And he just didn't want a relationship, which I found was crazy. Like, you're much older. Like, you would think your mindset would be like, okay, it's time for me to settle down. But like, he traveled a lot for work, and he just had a lot going for him. And and he was just enjoying his life. So,
I always got that energy with guys that were like my age or a little bit younger.
Yeah.
And so, although now the man I'm dating now is older than me, so things change. But
how much?
I'm gonna give away all the secrets.
I didn't know that was a secret of it.
No, I think 4 years. I'm not sure.
Okay. Oh,
it's not crazy. Yeah. It's not something like crazy astronomical. But I have gone on dates with men that were much older than me.
Yeah.
But honestly, after a couple of dates, sometimes you can tell, like, okay, what are you looking for? What are you looking for in a woman? And when fun is nowhere on the list, you start to be like, I want to have her stuff together. I want to have her own car. I want to have her own place. And it was just at the time, especially me being in my 20s, it was just, I don't care if I have a car.
Yeah.
I've got Uber.
All my guys are like fun.
Yeah, so there is a difference. But what was interesting is that the second that I stopped, it was interesting because the closer I got to 31, when I turned like 27,
yeah,
and when I turned 28, even when I turned 29, that's when I started meeting the older spry guys. Mm-hmm. So they just were not around when I was young and supple.
Okay, young and supple. What's your secret sex fantasy? Mm-hmm. You didn't think it was gonna be questions like this in here, yeah? They're coming for you. It's starting to get good. Woo!
Why are we both answering the questions?
I don't know. We started off like I thought it was cool. Like, you threw the truth, I'll join in. I'm not afraid of a little truth or dare.
I feel like my fantasies are always kind of bondage related.
Okay. All right. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bondage.
What about you?
Fantasy. Like, out in public.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, not like,
public sex.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Who's the one person you switch sexual orientations for? Oh. Who do you go gay for? Okay. I don't want to be all generic and say Halle Berry, because I don't think I would go gay for Halle Berry. I mean, she was very sexy and attractive and mature and got successful and everything. But I don't feel my bones don't Jones for her. It wouldn't.
See, I'm about to say somebody that everyone's gonna be like, oh, duh. But I'm like, it's true. I would say Rihanna.
Well, she does
just because I think it would be fun. Like, I think that even if she was the only person, I think you would walk away from that experience being like, oh, I enjoyed that whole night.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
She is a good one. I don't think I have one. I'm trying to think because I want to say Scarlett Johansson, because that's the only thing that's coming to mind right now. But I think it's because it's the only name coming to mind right now.
Possibly Doja Cat.
I'm sorry. Now we're about to hit a whole other subject, because after I don't know if you heard the stuff about Doja Cat. No, about the stuff coming out about how she was on those white supremacy.
Okay, that was a ride because that's fake. Because the thing is, this is the only reason that it is fake. Because people who are also in that chat room were coming forward saying like, it's a public chat room. I'm in that chat room and I am not a white supremacist. I'm not saying like I hope y'all understood.
But was she only talking to the white supremacists in the chat room? Was she trying to find them out, or was it's just all of them? there's no.
From what I've seen, and granted, I'm not the authority. I'm not a journalist. I didn't do a ton of research, but it was. But the thing that I thought was so interesting is that people were like, "Oh my God, Doja Cat is in this chat room. It's full of white supremacists." And then she came out and basically said a statement and was like, "This is a public forum. This is a public chat room."
But I thought she did a whole apology and everything. Why did she apologize then? And she didn't.
I didn't hear about the apology, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think I saw a video.
But then it's like all these people who are also in the chat room came forward and they were like, "Hey, I'm not a white supremacist. I'm a white person, but I'm not a white supremacist, and I go to this chat room."
I don't know. The jury's out on Doja. I'm gonna look more. I'm not gonna, convict her. I'm gonna do more investigation.
You do that. But for me, the reason that I picked Doja, again, it's for the same reason I would pick Rihanna, where I just think it would just be an interesting night. You wouldn't forget it.
It do seem like she'll be interesting, all right. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, continue.
Where is the craziest place you had sex? We getting intimate now. Truth or Dare ain't got intimate.
The hills.
Mm-hmm. Would you murder?
Wait, you didn't answer?
Would you murder someone?
You didn't answer the question. Where's the craziest place you? Oh, you picking Dare?
Dare.
Dare? Okay. I dare you to say the name of the biggest boyfriend you've ever had.
So the place where I had the craziest place I had sex was the drive-in movie theater.
You know what's funny, y'all? We should be drinking and doing this one. We're not. And yeah.
Forgive me.
Okay.
Nobody can see me.
No one can see me either.
Okay. Would you murder someone for $1 million if they were a terrible person and you knew you would never get caught?
Oh wow.
I even got somebody to put on that list. I volunteer as tribute. Okay. Of course, there is somebody I don't know that is a terrible person, because if I don't know them, then I'm taking the word of someone else that this person is terrible. And so I have to know personally that this is a terrible person. And I think the only person who can truly judge a person is God. But let me tell you something. There's some people who have done some very sick things. And if I knew for sure that they did it and I witnessed it with my own eyes and someone said, "Here's $1 million to kill them, goodbye, Lord forgive me." Okay? Because I'm taking them out. Bye-bye.
I don't know if I could do it. Because if I have all the evidence that this person is a terrible person, like that this person is a piece of ish, I just don't know if I could live with myself taking life. Even if it was justified, like this is, it becomes a morals and philosophical question, but I don't know that I could personally do it. But
I've heard
especially
some sick stories, like if someone has been doing something, and I am that person who ride or die for kids, if you do something that can hurt a child or something like that, and I witnessed it with my own eyes. I mean, of course not an act, because I would already be in the midst trying to protect them.
I was gonna say that would be the difference. If I was witnessing something heinous, and then in the attempt to stop it, that I killed this person, and then someone gave me $1 million for it, then. But if someone said, "Here's $1 million, go kill this person," these are all the heinous things. I don't know if I could do that then, personally. But I don't know. I've never been in this situation. Okay.
I don't know. I don't. Some things I'm just how can this person be allowed to live on this planet? But it's not. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. It's not my right to do so, and I don't believe people have the right. I'm not even really for the electric chair, but like to witness something with my own eyes and know for sure that this person has did it and it's something heinous and like I don't know because I'm just that person who like I'm no murderer, but I hate to know that there's somebody causing harm to another person, especially an innocent, somebody so innocent, such as a child. Like, I don't know. I can't say for sure, but it's looking more like a yes.
It's looking like Tina's gonna have $1 million, and I might not. Okay,
but I may punk out because I'm no killer for this. If you could be the opposite gender for a month, but had to remain that way for the entirety of it, would you?
Yes.
Really?
You for a month? Like, to be a man for a month? That would actually be kind of
boy. I think I could understand. I feel like Beyonce moment.
I think I would want to do it just to experience it, like to really understand how opposite sex is feeling.
I think I would too. Yeah.
You know,
what's the worst pickup line you've ever used that worked?
Have I ever used a pickup line? You know what? Because okay, I'm giving out my secrets now. It's not really a pickup line, but I'll go up to someone like if you know, back in the day, I could do this. I would start a conversation with someone by going up and just noticing something and be like, what is that? That was my whole
I'm not gonna use the pickup line.
That's the whole thing I would do. It's like if I wanted to start a conversation with a guy or something, I'd be like, oh, like, what is that? Or I'd be like, oh my gosh, did you see that thing outside? So it was never a line.
Yeah. I feel that way. That like I don't have pickup lines, but I'll just start a conversation. I'm like, oh, you know, oh that looks cool. Or what is your thoughts on this or something like that? Like I would start a conversation. That's for sure. Yeah. Have you ever?
See, that's why you need to be a guy for a day, so you can actually go test out some pickup lines.
Let me pick you out. Pick you out of time, girl. If you only had 24 hours to live, would you rather spend it having sex with someone you've always wanted to, or stealing something you've always wanted to have?
Oh my gosh, sex.
Ooh.
You only got 24 hours. Why would you waste that on crime?
But I feel like I've already done that with someone that I've always wanted to.
Oh, that's the difference. Lakeith, if you're listening.
Oh, that's true.
I will give you my last 24 hours.
I guess, huh? I mean, not Lakeith. Sorry. I mean, you had, but.
And he's taken. We've already established he has the 24 hours.
Yeah. So, I can't do that to my girl, so.
Go ahead and name yours. We all know who it is.
I can't pronounce his real name. Like, I guess it's Yael, Noel. I don't. I'm so sorry.
He ain't gonna knock on your door. Or he will knock on your door and he'll hit you with the A. You're gonna be able to say my name by the end of the night.
Daniel from Insecure.
By the end of that 24 hours.
Say your name correctly.
By the end of that 24 hours, she gonna know your name.
What's the worst illegal thing you've ever done?
Mine's so lame.
Okay.
Like when I was little, I stole some name tags.
For my name tags?
First, the tag. You know the tags that say your name for your bike?
Nah, I don't know about that.
Oh, well, back in the day, you used to be able to get a tag and it had your name on it. And I took one for each of my siblings. And the thing is, I stole it by accident. I put it in my pocket of my coat, and see, this is gonna sound shady, but I was like 7, but I put it in the pocket of my coat, and in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take these out and we're gonna pay for them when we get up to the register. I just didn't want to hold them because I was looking at other toys. And then when we got home, I realized that they were on me, and I started crying and thought I was going to go to jail.
If y'all hear that out there, we got someone who's off the hook here.
Anyway, what's yours?
I've never done anything illegal that
You
I will
accidentally-
admit to on camera.
So you're married? Hold up. That sounds like a dare.
No.
I've
just never done anything illegal.
that you would admit to on camera.
No. You misheard that part.
No,
I
I
said,
didn't do anything illegal.
let's move on. We're on camera.
Dare.
That's what I heard.
Dare.
I mean, that's what I said. I didn't.
Dare.
Okay, what's the dare?
I dare you.
Mm-hmm. You don't even got it ready. Okay.
We can go to the next one.
You don't even got it ready. I got out scot-free.
Oh, I got one. Okay, so did you see? You should have taken it when you had it.
If you could change one thing about yourself, not physical, what would it be? What? If you could change one thing about yourself, not physical, what would it be? So not something physical, just one
we
thing
just
about
gonna mull
yourself.
over your dare for right now. I don't think I'm gonna forget, but go ahead. You can go first.
My laugh. I know y'all probably a laugh is it? You can't see a laugh. See, I was gonna say something. I'm thinking they be physical appearance. Like, no,
Oh my goodness, that's true. You can't see a laugh.
laugh. You don't look your laugh.
No. Oh my God,
I
your
think
laugh
so.
is so funny.
I feel
It's
so
so
bad
goofy.
for the viewers and the listeners, like to hear, like it's so high pitched. I'm sorry if it hurts your ears
Oh
when
my
you have to hear it. Like it's such a loud laugh. And what's funny, one time I was with my boyfriend. We're in the car, and like his best friend, who he used to date, I know, right? But we talked about that before.
We have. It's just interesting that you mentioned that detail.
Well, because this is the thing. I was like, it's so funny you don't realize how someone has to deal with one of your attributes until you meet someone else who has the same attribute as you. And I was like, that must be something he's into, because she I forget what happened in the car, and she laughed, and I was like, wow, her laughter is loud. And I was like, it reminds me of my laughter. And I was like, I wonder if that's like something he found similar in us that he's attracted to. And I said, you're going to go dead by the time you get old, because with us two cackling in your ear all this time, like we're definitely deteriorating your hearing. Like there's no survival rate.
Okay. Well, I'm so thankful you can't change that, because I love your laugh. Like I absolutely love your laugh.
But that's sweet.
One thing, you know what? I would change my. I have because I'm gonna say this, and I feel like I need to find a way to not make myself sound like trash. I'm a procrastinator because I'm really good at procrastinating, but still getting stuff done. That would be the one thing I would change about myself. That would be effortless. Is that I wish I could be that person. Like, I'm a natural hustler, I'm a natural mover, but it's like, if I have 10 things to do and 10 things to get done, I do all 10 of them, because I don't have time not to do each one. I have a very set amount of time. But like, especially right now, being in the midst of COVID and working and stuff, and I probably shouldn't say this on camera, but it's easy for me to be like, oh, that report, it's due on Friday, and it's Monday, and I've got time. We're in COVID. I'm just not gonna do it, or oh, I have that script, and it's like I am working on it, but it's like I'll have moments where I'm like, oh, I do have a couple of hours right now. Oh, you know what? I'll do it later. So that would be the one thing I would change about myself, is that I wish I was a natural born non-procrastinator, just a natural born doer. There we go.
Okay. Let's see. So we are out of time.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to thank you guys for joining in on
But guess
this
what? We got just enough time
journey.
for me to quickly tell her that I dare. So I dare you to say, how many blowjobs have you given?
It's not as interesting as you think that would be.
Oh, well, on that note. She still got away scot-free.
I'm going to go ahead and say good night. I kind of sounded just like it, didn't I? That was on point. Give me the high five.
You singing
tonight. It didn't sound as good as I just want to take you out.
Oh, I didn't know that's what we were going. See, and I thought we were going.
Party alright. See, now it's just getting worse. It started off good.
Oh.
And then it just took a turn for the worse.
She sounded just like her.
No, just like the song, not her. It's Bruno Mars. So.
Oh, that's what you were saying this whole time? I had no idea what song that was.
Players, pinkies in the air. Come on, move.
That's the song you were saying.
So what you gonna do? Hey.
Wait, that was the song you were saying?
24 having magic in the air.
Which part of the song were you singing?
The beginning.
Oh my gosh, y'all.
I just wanna see you.
Okay, now that I know what song it is, now that I know what song it is, I get it.
And on that note,
Good night. Or day.